Bhupinder Gujjar has had a great weekend. Lots of excellent matches under his belt, not just this weekend, but all through Impact Wrestling. He is a young, up-and-coming star. I think one of the brightest stars in Impact Wrestling, and there's nowhere for him to go but up. He's got the look, he's got the it factor, he's great in the ring.
We've seen this weekend, he is 1 for 1, defeating Trent Gibson in Hamilton on Friday, and then coming up on a losing end against Cody Deaner last night. But you know
great
what?
Match.
A hell of a match. Could have gone either way. I think it was just the experience factor.
Yeah, it is. Hey, that's Bryce Hansen.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know him here in London and Russell, Ontario. It's the young lion, Bryce Hansen.
Young lion Bryce Hansen is always ready. You know, this kid, and I say kid because he's like a teenager.
He's 18 years old.
And he is at every wrestling event he can possibly beat.
Look, a great sportsman-like handshake between two young, great athletes, too. This could be a real banger.
This is something I would tell every young wrestler. Go to every wrestling event you can make it out to.
Yes.
And bring your gear.
Bring your gear in a bag. Don't show up wearing it. Don't expect to wrestle, but work. Put up some chairs. Help put up the ring. Get on a camera. Do whatever you can to help out. Bryce Hansen has been at Greektown events for a year solid, working all over the place, helping set things up, putting up the ropes, setting up tables and chairs.
Yep, and you never know when someone like Bhupinder Gujjar is going to throw out an open challenge. Once that show starts, put your gear on, put your boots on, and stand at Gorilla.
That's right,
and
just in case.
Just hope and wait and see what happens. And in this case, it worked out for Bryce. Well, maybe not necessarily getting a drop kick to the face, but in this case, it worked out for Bryce Hansen to get an opportunity here against an Impact Wrestling star in Bhupinder Gujjar.
You know, Bryce has worked a lot of our Bryce has worked a lot of tag matches, but Bryce is a real prospect. The young lion is a real athlete. He's quick. He's just got to get some more reps under his belt, and this is a great opportunity for him to show what he's got against a guy of the caliber of Bhupinder Gujjar.
Right, and this could absolutely skyrocket the career of Bryce Hansen, the young lion.
Oh, Bryce could get a win over Bhupinder Gujjar tonight. That would just put him on the map. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Oh, man. This kid just moved the ring after getting launched into the corner by Gujjar.
And that's, Bhupinder Gujjar is excellent. He's got speed and power. It's such a great combination. Bryce, no slouch in the muscle department either. He's absolutely a tightly packed little guy.
Cover here.
Kick out by Bryce.
Yeah, only a 2 count, says our referee, Brad Myers, assigned to this contest. You know, there's a lot of comparisons when you look at Bryce Hansen. I know a lot of people look at him and see a young Brian Pillman. They see a young Dynamite Kid.
Yes.
Cover here.
Bryce kicks out.
And it's got to be tough for the kid to try to live up to some of those names, right?
You're just getting started. You're 18 years old, and people are throwing names at you like that.
It would be nice if someone said, yeah, you know, you remind me of a Barry Horowitz or something. Set the bar low here.
Just a huge jumping knee. Spinning elbow.
Nice elbow drop there from Gujjar. Goes for the cover for the victory here. And Hansen able to get the right shoulder off the mat.
In.
Hansen is really hanging onto the back of his neck there. I wonder if there's any residual damage from hitting that turnbuckle. And sure enough, hits another one. Gujjar.
Oh, back elbow.
Nice counter there by Hansen. Just trying to set up Gujjar here, made for a vertical suplex, blocked a couple times.
Oh, floats over.
Nice float over there by Hansen. What's he got doing here? Look at this. Northern Lights
bridge.
Nice bridge.
Great bridge by Bryce Hansen, keeping the leverage on top of Bhupinder Gujjar. Bryce is really giving it his all.
He's going to have to. This is a great way for Hansen to make a name for himself. You know, every single time there's an Impact Wrestling star inside that ring, you know that Scott D'Amore is watching this match.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, Bryce is so new at this, and Bhupinder says, you know, anybody come on out here, but how do you prepare not knowing for who, not only you not know who your opponent is, but you also really don't know Bryce Hansen.
Yeah, I don't know how many times. This is certainly the first time Hansen and Gujjar have ever wrestled each other.
Oh, absolutely. How do you prepare? Wow.
But I don't know how many times Gujjar's even seen one of Hansen's matches, so you're right. I don't know how he's going to... yeah, you can't prepare, essentially.
Not at all. But that was Gujjar's decision tonight. That's what he wanted to do. He'd take on anyone.
I mean, the level of confidence that takes to throw out an open challenge like this.
Just right to the side of the head.
And maybe that's why he has all this confidence. Look at that, Samoa. To win this
match.
Exactly. And you don't want to give Hansen any more opportunity than you already have.
Sling blade.
Cover here. And Hansen kicks out again. I think Gujjar is slowly realizing, this kid's not going to go away.
Well, and Gujjar's been in this position. He's been an up-and-coming young superstar himself and has had to prove himself against some of the best. He knows where Bryce Hansen's coming from. He knows the situation he's in. What's Bryce doing here?
I don't know what Hansen's doing, but he just
hauled him down off the top rope.
That's the strength of Hansen. He's deceptively strong.
Yes. We've seen Bryce do some high-flying moves before, but every now and then he pulls out a real power move and just hauling Bhupinder down from the top rope.
Going for another Northern Lights here, perhaps. But Gujjar learned from the last time that happened. He needs to block that. Gujjar now.
Oh, giant knee.
Yeah, the ripcord knee. And Hansen is in trouble. That ripcord knee did some big-time damage. Gujjar now setting up Hansen.
Hansen escapes.
Nice enziguri there by Hansen.
Crowd getting behind Bryce.
Bryce the head of steam. Look at the strength of
He just
Gujjar.
powered him right up.
Into a power slam.
Wow. Well, Gujjar getting set up for that gargoyle spear.
Yeah, if he hits this, this will be the end of the afternoon for Bryce Hansen. Here he goes. And good night, Hansen.
Here is your winner, Bhupinder Gujjar.
A great match between two of the young superstars here at Greektown Wrestling. A great showing by Bryce Hansen.
It was a great showing by Bryce Hansen. Hell of a performance. Nothing to be ashamed of there.
Not at all. Speaking purely as the general manager here, that was certainly opened my eyes to some opportunities for Bryce Hansen in the future, I have to say.
Gujjar and Hansen. Look at that.
Excellent sportsmanship from these two young superstars. Look at that. Look at that.
That's what you like to see.
I love it.
Bhupinder Gujjar.
And Bhupinder gives Hansen this spot, gives him the ring.